before we get onto this, let's go through all the peripheral things so I can clear the deck of all the accessories you get here. Okay, first off, we have a pretty meaty power supply. This is 350 watts. So there you go. Big power supply. Kettle cable. USB cable from the base to the PC. A fan. So that's for cooling the back of the wheelbase. I'm not sure if you need it, but it does come with a fan. If you've seen my review for the C5, it also comes with this exact fan. Also, like the C5, you get these mounting posts, which they call the T-bracket. And these basically poke out the back of the wheelbase. Again, if you watch my review for the C5, which I'll link below the video, you can see how this is set up, because it has exactly the same posts that go to the back of here. Also some bolts and an Allen key. So yeah, that's all for mounting this to the back of here. I'll just show you that briefly. So let me just put it like that, and they go like that, and poke out like so. But let's move them out of the way, since what we want to see is this thing. 12 newton meters of constant torque, which is a lot of power, and the peak torque is going to be around 40 newton meters, I expect, and that's super powerful. Really impressive for a wheelbase of this size, because the whole thing is all integrated. That's the wheelbase, that's the motor, that's the steering wheel. So a really slimline profile, very much like the C5, but just a larger, version of it, really. And certainly I can tell straight away that it's made to some high specification elements here. Though the C5 is really well made, there's some things on here which are nicer. Okay, so the first thing we have on here is a 300 millimeter round rim, which is a good universal size rim. So if you're going to have one rim in your life and only one, 300 is about the perfect size to just run anything and be pretty comfortable for all cars and discipline. So yeah, they've chosen a good size rim here. It's wrapped in microfiber leather, which is a synthetic leather. It's not the real thing, but does have the properties of leather. Nice hard wearing material and a bit of texture there, so you can see that. Also, you can conceivably replace the steering wheel, put your own on there. Just need to take into account the spoke design, making sure, of course, that the spokes of the wheel you replace it with fit within those buttons and don't collide with the side of the button plates. And indeed, also note that this one, the stock rim, is a flat steering wheel. It doesn't have any dish on it. So if you do replace it with a dished rim, make sure you can get to those paddle shifters there. And on the paddle shifters, we have very nice paddle shifters, magnetic shifter paddles, carbon fiber, and those arms are aluminium, so feel nice and solid. That's all good. On the face of the plates here, we have a 3-digit display, so speedo, gear change, etc. Also an arrangement of LEDs, so LED strip light there, also a couple here, 2 on the side. These buttons are backlit, they are pre-labelled with R and L, so left and right. And we also have some dials, so rotary dials, 2 there, thumb dials there, so that's nice. They also act as buttons, you can hear that? They click away, but also rotates in both directions. Down here we have a couple more rotary dials, slightly different design to these ones. Those are sort of plastic, these are metal. Those also push buttons, those are not. And we have a couple of joysticks. So that's a 4-way joystick, and this is an analog stick. That one also presses down as well, so 5 inputs, I suppose. Is it twist as well? Actually 7. So up, down, left, right, push button, and also a rotary dial. So that's very good. So you've got good, that's a funky switch, so you've got all the controls on there, that's very good. So you've got plenty of inputs here, and on here we have a analog stick, which is cool, yeah. sort of very well appointed with controls on here. Let's flip it over, take a look at the back, and you can see the I/O, so power button, there's reset sort of button there, sockets for the power supply, couple of extra USB connections for, as you can see, that pedal, handbrake and shifter, or handbrake or shifter, one or the other there, USB to your PC, and that's for the fan. What I showed you earlier. I'll take it out of the packet, get a closer look at it. So a blower style fan. I cover this in my C5 review, and you can see it working and how it connects to how it actually works and how it attaches to the table clamp. So there's no table clamp included, it will be an extra accessory. Same with the C5, you need to make sure you get that table clamp since it's not included. Table clamp is also, it's not just a table clamp, you can also use it and mount it to like 80/20 as well, and bolt it directly. Again, I use that like that in my review for the C5, but I'll show you it again in this review. What's good to see on here is there's this these fins. So let's put it in that direction, and you can see it is a proper fin stack. So we've got heatsink, so that's going to help cool the motor, and you've got that added, you know, fan to just again dissipate the heat, because this is obviously passively cooled on here. So you know, that's just going to help kind of just basically circulate it around. And yeah, of course you can also see it's vented as well, so it's not just a heat sink on here. It has got like a little sort of grid of holes there, or greater holes, and that just helps let the airflow around as well. Yeah, looking really nice, guys. Aluminium body, and that is carbon fibre. Yeah, so this is looking great. Really, really nice. I think you can tell on my table here, guys, this looks pretty good. It is a very solid bit of kit. The C5 is very solid, and so is this. So stay tuned on the channel, guys, because I'm going to get a drive and talk out on this as soon as I can, next couple of days. So stay tuned for that, and then this will go into testing. I'll do a full test, try out some different rims on here, run it across a bunch of games for my review. And that'll take a little bit longer to do, of course, so that's going to take a few weeks, but this is going straight onto the rig now, and I'm looking forward to it because this looks absolutely fantastic. I thought the C5 was a fantastic wheelbase, and if it's as good as that but just more of it, you know, then this is going to do a great job. So yeah, this could be one to get, guys, one to look out for. So yeah, stay tuned for more content on the CAMMUS C12. But that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Drop comments below the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, happy simming, and bye bye. Simcats? Simcats?